What's going on, you guys? Gurren Lagann, episode 10. Yes, just episode 10. I'm recording this before I go on vacation to Hawaii with my family, and I realized that if I don't get some kind of Gurren Lagann video out, it's going to be another entire week before I can start making them again. So I have time to do episode 10. That's what I'm going to do for you guys real quick. Episode 10. So in this one, we get some development / characterization for Nia. And I'm not going to lie, she's a little hard to read. It's kind of hard to get a grasp of this character because she seems like she's supposed to be like this charmingly dumb character when she's talking to some of the dudes, when she's saying like, oh, I don't know what a fist is, or what's pissed off, what's this, what's that. She doesn't know these very common terms, which I guess, okay, maybe she's never heard them or whatever, but then she's able to just totally deduce this non-biased, intelligent response to fucking Simone about how it's like, oh yeah, well, Kamin is gone, but you were able to rescue me, you did that yourself, so you don't need him, and he's gone anyway. So she has this very rational, third-party, non-biased perspective because she didn't know Kamina, so she's not grieving like everyone else. And of course, Yoko gets pissed, and again, they're grieving, it's fine, it's whatever. But it's just kind of weird how the character can go from not knowing the simplest shit to having, like, this lecture to Simone, like this fucking, not profound, but like this well-put and like very rational. Like, I don't know, it just seemed weird to me. Maybe there's more about her character that would explain why she's so smart about this kind of subject. I have no idea. Maybe she was just putting two and two together. I don't know. She didn't put two and two together with all those other phrases. So, and again, it's two different things in terms of intelligence, so who knows. I'm kind of nitpicking, but yeah, and other than that, she's fine. The voice is still bothersome. I don't get why. Like, it's probably what she sounds like in the Japanese version, but I never understood why characters, even if they're shy, have this whispery, out-of-breath voice. It's just so dumb to me, but whatever. Simone also told this really cool story with Kamina. I mean, Kamina's still awesome. Even in death, with, like, flashbacks, like a little cartoony flashback, still awesome. Such a badass character. Gone too soon, in my opinion, but, you know, we'll see what happens. That situation at the beginning of the episode, pretty much nothing happened. She was just like, oh, the princess is here, okay, I guess I'm gonna leave. So she leaves, talks to Spiral King. Spiral King's like, no, it's cool, kill her, fuck her, she's thrown out. And she's like, oh, alright, I won't come back until I beat them. So she goes back out, tries to fight them, gets her ass kicked. I think they broke her fucking spine. And then blonde dude shows up to try to help her. They escape, but she's like, we can't go back until I kill these dudes. So it seems like they might be recurring villains. We'll just have to wait and see how that's handled. And another cool moment in the episode was when Simone led the charge. Even though he couldn't get his gunman to work, he still came running to save Nia, who was in imminent danger and was still talking very dumb. Like, not dumb, but like asking a lot of questions, not really realizing the peril she was in. Again, hard to get a read on how intelligent this character is. Hard to get a read fully on her personality so far. We'll just have to wait and see how she gets explored and how she gets expanded. But yeah, Simone, really cool, leading the charge without a gunman. They all start chasing after. They go ahead of him because he has no gunman, but it's still cool to see him lead that charge with no way of actually fighting. So that's cool. It shows bravery. Showed a little bit of Kamina rubbing off on him, which is cool. And then we get to the end of the episode where Nia thanks him and says that it was cool that you did what you did, but he's still in depressed mode, and we'll just have to wait and see where it goes. I can see her being the character that really gets him out of this funk that he's in, and I hope it's handled well, and I hope everything works out in a good way. Which I guess is the same thing as saying I hope it's handled well, but whatever. Overall, I thought the episode was good. The animation was good during the fight, and it's interesting that we're going to have possibly a couple of recurring villains. I hope they don't go Team Rocket with these guys. I doubt it. I doubt they'd pop up that much, but you never know, I guess. But we'll see what happens with these two characters and where they go and what kind of development / characterization they might get. And yeah, definitely interested to see how things are going to go with Kamina. Not Kamina, excuse me. We know how things with Kamina, sadly. With Simone, I mean, and Yoko, because those two characters, everyone else, you know, they're grieving and stuff, but like, those two specifically, obviously, for obvious reasons, are the main characters. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. It's like an 8 out of 10. It's a very good-ish episode. No, it's probably just a good episode of the series, honestly. I enjoyed it. There were a couple of cute scenes, like when the dude was yelling at her, or talking to her, and then she, like, feeds him the food. Which, again, if her voice was better, I feel like that scene would have impacted me a little bit more. Like, voice acting is very important, and since I don't like the voice they gave her, it does kind of make some of the scenes where she's supposed to be like kind of charming, it kind of like doesn't make the scene annoying or anything. It just sort of is lost on me a little bit. But we'll see. I don't hate the character or anything. I'm not going to let the voice totally dictate how I feel about this character, so yeah, we'll just see where she goes. But that's all I have to say about the episode. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but just episode 10, like I said. So yeah, once again, I'll give it a 7.5. It's a good episode of Gurren Lagann. Pretty good characterization. A little bit of story progression with those two characters now becoming possibly recurring villains, most likely recurring villains. And a little bit of characterization for Kamina, sort of, even though he's dead, but like, I guess it really wasn't. It was just more of Kamina being awesome, just more of the same, really. Not really characterization. Maybe a tiny, tiny, tiny bit for Simone, but yeah, he's still definitely in his depressed funk. But either way, I thought it was a good episode. So with all that being said, what did you guys think of this episode of Gurren Lagann? You can go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. You can also follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. You can also follow me on Twitter at DAJFilms. Give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both those would help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.